In North Carolina, limited liability companies, or LLCs, generally provide more flexibility and tax advantages for small businesses. This is because LLC offer personal asset protection from business debts and liabilities. LLC can elect to be taxed as pass-through entities, meaning the business's income and losses are passed directly to the owners, which can save you from double taxation. LLC allow customization of the management structure and ownership interests more easily than corporations. Lawyers can assist with entity formation, drafting contracts, handling legal disputes, and ensuring compliance with regulations. Consider hiring a lawyer for guidance on choosing the best entity type and setting up your business operations. Accountants can help with bookkeeping, tax preparation, and financial advice. They can assist with setting up accounting systems and ensuring your finances are in order. Liability insurance protects you from financial losses due to lawsuits, property damage, or personal injuries caused by your business. Workers' compensation provides coverage for employees who are injured or become ill due to their job. Consult with an insurance agent to assess your specific risks and determine the appropriate coverage limits. Develop a comprehensive business plan that outlines your goals, strategies, and financial projections. Conduct thorough market research to identify your target audience, competition, and potential opportunities. Attend industry events and connect with other professionals in your field. Provide excellent customer service to build a strong reputation and generate repeat business. Develop a marketing strategy to promote your business and reach potential clients. Carefully select skilled and reliable employees who align with your company values. Utilize technology to streamline operations, improve efficiency, and stay competitive. Consider finding a mentor who can provide guidance and support as you navigate the challenges of starting your own business. When deciding between an S corporation or S Corp and an LLC, several factors come into play, including taxation, administrative burden, and liability protection. Here's a breakdown to help you make an informed decision. Firstly, taxation. LLC offer flexibility in taxation. By default, a single-member LLC is taxed as a sole proprietorship, while a multi-member LLC is taxed as a partnership. However, an LLC can elect to be taxed as an S Corp to potentially reduce self-employment taxes. S Corp, on the other hand, require the owner to be an employee and pay themselves a reasonable salary. The remaining profit can be distributed as dividends, which are not subject to self-employment tax. Secondly, administrative burden. LLC generally have fewer compliance requirements than S Corp, such as less stringent record-keeping and reporting obligations. S Corp have more formalities, including holding annual meetings, keeping detailed minutes, and adhering to corporate governance rules. Thirdly, liability protection. Both LLC and S Corp offer limited liability protection, shielding the owner's personal assets from business debts and lawsuits. However, it's crucial to maintain proper separation between personal and business finances to ensure this protection holds up in court. Fourthly, owner compensation. In an LLC taxed as a partnership, owners can take draws from the business without being subject to payroll taxes. In an S Corp, owners who are also employees must receive a reasonable salary subject to payroll taxes, plus potential dividend distributions. Fifthly, state regulations. State laws can influence the choice between an LLC and an S Corp. Some states may have specific tax advantages or disadvantages for one entity type over the other. Consulting with a tax professional or attorney can help determine the best structure for your specific situation and location. To choose between an LLC and an S Corp, consider factors such as taxation, administrative burden, liability protection, and state regulations. If you prioritize flexibility, simplicity, and pass-through taxation, an LLC may be a better choice. If you seek potential self-employment tax savings and are comfortable with more formalities, an S Corp might be more suitable. Consulting with legal and financial professionals is essential to determine the best entity structure for your business goals and circumstances. When it comes to the costs associated with starting an electrical contracting business, it's essential to consider various factors to estimate the initial investment accurately. Here are some key components to factor in. Firstly, legal information fees. These costs include expenses related to registering your business entity, such as an LLC or corporation, and obtaining the necessary licenses and permits. Legal fees may arise if you hire an attorney to assist with the formation process in draft contracts. Secondly, insurance premiums. Electrical contractors need liability insurance, workers' compensation insurance, and commercial auto insurance to protect against potential risks. Insurance premiums vary depending on coverage limits, the number of employees, and the nature of the work performed. Thirdly, equipment and tools. The electrical work requires a range of specialized equipment, including hand tools, power tools, testing equipment, and safety gear. The cost of purchasing or leasing these tools can be significant, especially when starting. Fourthly, vehicle expenses. Many electrical contractors need a reliable vehicle for transportation to job sites. Vehicle expenses include the cost of purchasing or leasing a van or truck, as well as fuel, maintenance, and insurance. Fifthly, office or workspace. Depending on your business model, you may need to rent office space or set up a home office. Costs associated with office space include rent, utilities, furniture, and equipment. Sixthly, marketing and advertising. To attract clients, you'll need to invest in marketing and advertising efforts, such as creating a website, printing business cards, and running online or offline ads. Seventhly, software and technology. Electrical contractors often rely on software for project management, estimating, invoicing, and accounting. The cost of these software solutions can vary depending on the features and subscription model. Eighthly, working capital. It's essential to have sufficient working capital to cover day-to-day expenses, such as payroll, supplies, and rent, until your business becomes profitable. In North Carolina, the specific licenses and permits required for electrical contractors vary depending on the type of work you plan to perform and the local regulations in your area. However, here are some common licenses and permits that electrical contractors typically need. Firstly, State Electrical Contractor License. The North Carolina State Board of Examiners of Electrical Contractors issues electrical contractor licenses to qualified individuals and businesses. There are different classes of licenses, such as limited, intermediate, and unlimited, depending on the scope of work you intend to undertake. Secondly, Business License. Depending on the city or county where your business operates, you may need to obtain a general business license or permit. This license allows you to conduct business within that jurisdiction. Thirdly, building permits. For many electrical projects, you'll need to obtain building permits from the local building department. These permits ensure that the work complies with building codes and safety standards. Fourthly, inspection approvals. After completing electrical work, it's often necessary to schedule an inspection with the local building inspector. The inspector will verify that the work meets code requirements and issue an approval. Fifthly, fire alarm license. If you plan to install or service fire alarm systems, you may need a separate fire alarm license from the North Carolina Department of Insurance. Sixthly, low voltage license. For low-voltage electrical work, such as installing data cabling or security systems, you may need a low-voltage license. Seventhly, other specialized permits. Depending on the nature of your work, you may need additional specialized permits, such as permits for underground installations, generator installations, or solar panel installations. To determine the specific licenses and permits required for your electrical contracting business in North Carolina, contact the North Carolina State Board of Examiners of Electrical Contractors, as well as the local city and county government offices. They can provide you with the most up-to-date information on licensing and permitting requirements in your area. Starting an electrical contracting business involves several key steps to ensure a smooth launch and long-term success. Here are some steps to consider. Firstly, develop a comprehensive business plan. A well-crafted business plan serves as a roadmap for your business. Include your mission statement, goals, target market, services offered, pricing strategy, marketing plan, and financial projections. Secondly, secure funding. Determine how much capital you need to start your business and explore funding options such as small business loans, lines of credit, or personal investment. Prepare a detailed financial plan to present to potential lenders or investors. Thirdly, choose a business structure. Decide on the legal structure of your business, such as a sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC, or corporation. Consider the liability protection, tax implications, and administrative requirements of each option. Fourthly, register your business. Register your business name with the appropriate state and local agencies. Obtain an employer identification number, or EIN, from the IRS if you plan to hire employees or operate as a corporation or partnership. Fifthly, obtain licenses and permits. Research and obtain all required licenses and permits to operate your electrical contracting business legally. This may include a state electrical contractor license, general business license, and any necessary permits for specific types of electrical work. Sixthly, secure insurance coverage. Protect your business from potential risks by obtaining adequate insurance coverage. This includes liability insurance, workers' compensation insurance, and commercial auto insurance. Seventhly, set up a business bank account. Open a separate bank account for your business to keep your personal and business finances separate. This simplifies bookkeeping and helps maintain a professional image. Eighthly, invest in equipment and tools. Purchase or lease the necessary equipment and tools to perform electrical work safely and efficiently. This may include hand tools, power tools, testing equipment, and safety gear. Ninthly, develop a marketing strategy. Create a marketing plan to promote your business and attract clients. This may include creating a website, using social media, networking with other professionals, and advertising in local publications. Tenthly, establish relationships with suppliers. Build relationships with reliable suppliers to ensure you have access to quality materials and equipment at competitive prices. 11thly, hire employees. If you plan to hire employees, develop a hiring strategy and ensure compliance with labor laws. Conduct thorough background checks and provide adequate training to your employees. 12thly, implement safety protocols. Prioritize safety in all aspects of your business. Develop and implement safety protocols to protect your employees, clients, and property. 13thly, provide excellent customer service. Deliver exceptional customer service to build a strong reputation and generate repeat business. Respond promptly to inquiries, provide accurate estimates, and complete projects on time and within budget. By following these steps and seeking guidance from experienced professionals, you can increase your chances of success in the electrical contracting industry. To effectively market an electrical contracting business, it's essential to employ a variety of strategies to reach your target audience and build a strong reputation. Firstly, create a professional website. Your website is often the first point of contact for potential clients. Make sure it's well designed, mobile friendly, and provides detailed information about your services, experience, and credentials. Secondly, optimize for search engines. Improve your website's visibility in search engine results by optimizing it for relevant keywords such as electrical contractor, electrician, and electrical services. Use search engine optimization, or SEO, techniques to increase organic traffic to your website. Thirdly, utilize social media. Establish a presence on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to connect with potential clients and share valuable content. Post updates on completed projects, safety tips, and industry news to engage your audience. Fourthly, request customer reviews. Encourage satisfied clients to leave reviews on websites like Google, Yelp, and Angie's List. Positive reviews can significantly boost your reputation and attract new customers. Fifthly, network with other professionals. Attend industry events, join local business organizations, and network with other professionals such as general contractors, home builders, and real estate agents. Building relationships with these individuals can lead to valuable referrals. Sixthly, offer promotions and discounts. Attract new customers by offering special promotions, discounts, or incentives such as a percentage off the first service call or a free electrical safety inspection. Seventhly, advertise online and offline. Consider advertising your business online through platforms like Google Ads and social media advertising. Additionally, explore offline advertising options such as print ads in local newspapers or magazines, and radio commercials. Eighthly, create a referral program. Incentivize existing clients to refer new customers by offering rewards or discounts for successful referrals. A well-designed referral program can be a cost-effective way to generate leads. Ninthly, showcase your expertise. Share your knowledge and expertise by writing blog posts, creating videos, or giving presentations on electrical safety, energy efficiency, and other relevant topics. Positioning yourself as an authority in the field can attract clients seeking expert advice. Tenthly, track your marketing efforts. Monitor the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns by tracking key metrics, such as website traffic, lead generation, and conversion rates. Use this data to optimize your marketing strategy and allocate resources to the most effective channels. By implementing these marketing strategies, you can effectively promote your electrical contracting business, attract new clients, and build a strong brand presence in your local market. When determining the pricing strategy for an electrical contracting business, several factors come into play, requiring a careful balance between covering costs, remaining competitive, and ensuring profitability. Firstly, cost-plus pricing. Calculate all direct costs associated with a project, including labor, materials, subcontractors, and equipment. Add a markup to cover overhead expenses, such as rent, utilities, insurance, and administrative costs, as well as a profit margin. Secondly, competitive pricing. Research the pricing strategies of other electrical contractors in your area. Adjust your prices to align with or undercut your competitors while still ensuring profitability. Thirdly, value-based pricing. Consider the value you provide to your clients, such as your expertise, experience, and quality of workmanship. Charge higher prices for specialized services or projects that require a higher level of skill and attention. Fourthly, hourly rates. Establish hourly rates for different types of electrical work, such as troubleshooting, installations, and repairs. Factor in your labor costs, overhead expenses, and desired profit margin when setting your hourly rates. Fifthly, fixed pricing. Offer fixed prices for certain projects, such as installing a ceiling fan or replacing an electrical outlet. Clearly define the scope of work included in the fixed price to avoid misunderstandings with clients. Sixthly, project-based pricing. Estimate the total cost of a project based on the scope of work, materials, and labor required. Provide a detailed proposal outlining the project specifications, timeline, and payment terms. Seventhly, material markups. Add a markup to the cost of materials to cover handling, storage, and transportation expenses. Be transparent with clients about your material markup policy. Eighthly, minimum fees. Set a minimum fee for small jobs to cover your travel time and administrative costs. This ensures that you're compensated fairly for your time, even for minor repairs. Ninthly, payment terms. Establish clear payment terms with your clients, including the payment schedule, accepted methods of payment, and late payment fees. Consider requiring a deposit upfront to cover initial expenses and protect your business from potential losses. Tenthly, negotiate pricing. Be prepared to negotiate pricing with clients, especially for larger projects. Be willing to adjust your prices to meet their budget, while still ensuring that you're compensated fairly for your time and expertise. By carefully considering these factors and developing a well-thought-out pricing strategy, you can effectively price your services, attract clients, and achieve profitability in your electrical contracting business. When hiring employees for an electrical contracting business, it's essential to follow a systematic process to attract, screen, and select qualified individuals who align with your company's values and goals. Firstly, define job requirements. Clearly define the job requirements, including the necessary skills, experience, and certifications. Create a detailed job description that outlines the responsibilities, duties, and expectations of the position. Secondly, advertise job openings. Advertise job openings through various channels such as online job boards, social media, local newspapers, and industry associations. Highlight the benefits of working for your company, such as competitive pay, opportunities for advancement, and a positive work environment. Thirdly, screen resumes and applications. Review resumes and applications to identify candidates who meet the minimum qualifications for the position. Look for candidates with relevant experience, certifications, and a strong work ethic. Fourthly, conduct initial phone screenings. Conduct phone screenings with promising candidates to assess their communication skills, personality, and overall fit for the company. Ask behavioral questions to gauge their problem-solving abilities, teamwork skills, and customer service orientation. Fifthly, conduct in-person interviews. Invite qualified candidates for in-person interviews to further evaluate their skills, experience, and personality. Prepare a structured interview format with standardized questions to ensure a fair and consistent evaluation process. Sixthly, verify credentials and references. Verify the credentials and certifications of candidates to ensure they are qualified to perform electrical work. Contact references to gather feedback on their work performance, reliability, and professionalism. Seventhly, conduct background checks. Conduct background checks on candidates to ensure they have a clean criminal record and a safe driving record. This helps protect your company, employees, and clients from potential risks. Eighthly, administer skills assessments. Administer skills assessments, such as a written test or a practical exam, to evaluate candidates' knowledge and abilities in electrical work. This helps ensure that they have the technical skills necessary to perform the job effectively. Ninthly, conduct a final interview. Conduct a final interview with the top candidates to discuss salary expectations, benefits, and company policies. Provide a clear explanation of the job responsibilities and expectations. Tenthly, make a job offer. Extend a formal job offer to the selected candidate, outlining the terms of employment, including salary, benefits, and start date. Provide a written employment agreement to protect the interests of both the employer and the employee. 11thly, provide training and orientation. Provide new employees with comprehensive training and orientation to familiarize them with company policies, procedures, and safety protocols. Ensure that they have the necessary skills and knowledge to perform their jobs safely and effectively. By following these steps, you can effectively hire qualified employees for your electrical contracting business, build a strong team, and deliver exceptional service to your clients.